Hello guys, welcome again to my channel. Today let's provide the solution to this, which says simplify open bracket 0.5 close bracket to the power of 2 over 3. So we want to see how we can simplify this. So please, if you are new here, kindly click on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop videos on mathematics. So let's simplify this. So start by saying solution. Okay, solution. Okay, right, 0.5. okay, 0.5 all to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, so one thing you need to note here is that this 0.5 is equals to 5 over 10. Okay, which is also equals to 1 over 2. So where we see 0.5, we are putting 1 over 2. So we can say, we can write here that 0.5 all to the power of 2 over 3, okay, is equals to open bracket 1 over 2 all to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, so this is what we are now having. So from here, from this part, we are going to apply a rule which says if we are having a over b, okay, all to the power of c over d, okay, is equals to a to the power of c over b to the power of c all to the power of 1 over d. So if we apply this rule, the whole of this rule, at this point we are going to have 1 over 2, okay, 1 to the power of 2 rather, over 2 to the power of 2 all to the power of 1 over 3. Okay, from here 1 to the power of 2 is going to give us 1, which is also equals to 1, and 2 to the power of 2 is going to give us 4. We are having 4 here, all to the power of 1 over 3. So this is what we are now having. Okay, at this part here now, we are going to apply another rule which says we are having a to the power of a over b all to the power of 1 over d is equals to the d root of a over the d root of b. So if we put this rule here, we simply have this to be the cube root, which is the cube root of 1 over the cube root of 4. I know the cube root of 1 is going to give us what? 1. So we are having 1 over the cube root of 4. So this is what we are now having now. So since we are not having this, what then is the next step? Okay, at this part now, we are not going to apply a new rule, and this rule says if you are having 1 over the nth root of c, okay, is equals to 1 over the nth root of c times, or the nth root of c to the power of n minus 1 over the nth root of c to the power of n minus 1. Okay, if we put this rule at this part, we're going to have this to be 1 over the cube root of 4 is equals to 1 over the cube root of 4 times the cube root of 4 to the power of 3 minus 1, okay, over the cube root of 4 to the power of 3 minus 1. Okay, so this is what we are now having. Haven't done this here, we simply have here to be 1 over the cube root of 4 times the cube root of 4 to the power of 2 over the cube root of 4 to the power of 2. So this is what we are now having. So having done this, what are we simply going to do again? So we are now having this, so we can simply write this to be the cube root of 4 to the power of 2 is 16. So we are writing 16, the cube root of 16 over, we are having here, at this point we are going to apply a rule at this denominator, and the rule says if you are having nth root of a times the nth root of a to the power of 2 is also equals to the nth root of a to the power of 3. Okay, the nth root of a times the nth root of a times the nth root of a to the power of 2 is equals to the nth root of a to the power of 3. So if we apply this rule here, we have here this and this, we have here to be the cube root of 4 to the power of 3. Okay, so this is what we are now having. So we apply this rule at this denominator here. So we are now having the cube root of 16 over the cube root of 4 to the power of 3. And you can see we are having 3 here, so this and this can go. So we are now having the cube root, okay, the cube root of 16 over 4. The cube root of 16 over 4. And we can write 16 again. So 16, recall your 16 is equals to your 8 times 2. So we can write this to be the cube root of 8 times 2 over 4. Okay, so having done this at this part, we write this to be the cube root of 8 times the cube root of 2 using the radical rule, which says if you're having the nth root of a times b, okay, is also equals to the nth root of a times the nth root of b. So this rule, this radical rule, is what we apply here. Okay, so over this 4 over 4. Okay, so we can write 8 is equals to 2 to the power of 3. Okay, so from here, which is also equals to the cube root of 2 to the power of 3 times the cube root of 2 over 4. We can see we are having cube root, so this and this will go. So we're now left with 2 times the cube root of 2 over 4. Okay, this is what we are now having. 2 times the cube root of 2 over 4. So 2 here, 1, 2 here, we're having 2, which is equals to the cube root of 2 over 2. So this is the lowest simplification. So furthermore here at this part, we can say 0.5 or to the power of 2 over 3 is equals to the cube